Faris took 948 damage from Sephiroth's LB. And total of 1.6k from Bradley. KT7 up here. Today, I will review and showcase Faris from FF5. She is a 100 cost physical based, water bruiser type unit. Her AoE resistance is top tier, which pairs very well with her sequential abilities, a new mechanic to the game. She can support her teammates after an attack. She also has very high penetrations and can dish out some good damage. Faris is in the Sword Red Mage group. Her main job is Secretive Pirate with Paladin and Pugilist as sub-jobs. She is a very versatile unit. I will show you how to build her differently to suit your playing style. This is the list of items we will go over today. However, I will not spend too much time on her main job abilities, as the official livestream already talked about them. Let's get started. Her TMR is an accessory. The ability is Haste and max HP up 25% for 3 turns. Haste is a necessity in the current meta. If you don't have Bradley, this is an opportunity to pick one up, or wait for Bromwell. A 70 cost dark unit, she also has a Haste TMR. Faris's stats are very good. Her HP can rival tanks and has top tier luck. Her agility is lower but has a support ability to increase both her movement and agility. Her attack type resistances are 20 to slash, 15 to strike and 10 to magic. Neutral to pierce but has a -10 to missile. Ailment resistances are 50 to blind, 50 to confusion, and 10 to berserk. Perfect for fire hunting. She is a 50 faith unit, but still give her stop resistance from Truststone, as she is also very good dark hunter. Moving to her mastery ability and 140 upgrades. Her mastery gives her 10% attack up, and 10 AoE resistance along with the typical water element buffs. At level 140, she gets max HP up 15%, healing power 10 and upgrade to her dragon armor, to include accuracy up 30 when she has protect or shell active. The healing power up will increase the potency of the healing from her sequential ability. Her unique sword gives her different buffs depending on her HP. If her HP drops below 70%, it will increase Faris's AoE resistance by 15. There is only 2 types we could build, Vital and Assault. Go with the Assault, it is the better type. Her main job support ability 1 gives her slash and defense penetrations 40, and AoE resistance up 30 when her HP is above 70%. Her second main job support is agility up 12% and move +1. The main job reaction is a 20% damage reduction against all types of attacks at a 50% proc rate. This might sound simple, but it is her best reaction ability in my opinion. Next, her LB. It is one of the best in the game. Cross-shape AoE, first increase defense penetration 50, then deals damage large, and lower target CT by 50% and recover own CT small. Lowering enemies CT is huge. Enables your team to chain, and increase your chance to lapping your opponents. Moving on to her main job buffing abilities. Her group buff has the highest AI priority, and Faris will run around to cast it on all her teammates before moving forward. Be mindful of her movement, especially if you chose to give her 4 move. It will increase the group's slash and strike resistances by 20, and give Faris the dispel effect on all her attacks for 3 turns. The second highest AI priority is her level 25 skill, Dragon Armor. Gives her protect and shell. And increase her accuracy 30, AoE resistance 20 and AP consumption down 33% when protect or shell is active. These effects will still be active if either protect or shell is dispelled, but the other is still active. Faris has a third buff in her main job. It is a self-only buff, gives her slash attack and agility up 25 for 3 turns. If you have a TMR ability, she will cast this buff after the TMR. Continuing on to her attacks. The first one is Pirate Strike, one of the 2 skills that has a sequential ability. A square-shaped AoE up to 5 panels away. Has a +30 accuracy and deals damage large. After the attack, Syldra will come out and heal the party and will give Faris 10 AP. The healing area is a diamond shape around Faris. Healing power up Truststone will increase the potency of this heal. Now her other sequential ability, Pirate Raid. First deals a 3-hit, single target attack with medium damage. Then summon Syldra to increase attack, magic and reaction block rate for Faris and one teammate. This is her only way to access reaction block rate up from her kit. Her third and final attack from her main job is Wave Cutter. Basic low AP ability. Damage small and recover 8 AP if enemy is KO'd. Next up, her secretive pirate sub-abilities. The first one is a single target attack. Straight line up to 4 panels away. Does typeless water elemental damage medium and lower target's defense by 35 for 3 turns. This could be useful against units such as Dialdo and Raf. They both can have very high slash and strike resistances. The other sub-ability is Steal. 1 range, medium damage and chance to steal an item. You cannot steal items in PvP. That's all for her main job. Let's look at her subs. We will look at Paladin first. The support ability is Holy Knight's Protection, giving her max HP up 12% and defense up 12. This is one that I often use when I need Faris to be more defensive on the team. The reaction ability is Paladin's Guard. It lowers physical damage only, stick to her main reaction. The 2 notable abilities from Paladin are Taunting Blade and Saintly Wall. If you run this sub, these 2 are the only abilities I recommend to have turned on. She can be your tank if you choose to, but I have never tried it. Moving on to her Pugilist sub. She has 2 great support abilities from this sub. Depending on what you want Faris to do, you can equip her with either Flurry Enhancement to increase her accuracy by 20, or Warrior's Spirit to give her max HP up 12% and attack up 24%. I often use these 2 as well. I will equip her with different support abilities in my sample build section. The 2 notable abilities are Spirit Breaker and Demon Purger. Both of these attacks have a modifier increase as Faris take more hits. She can take a lot of hits before dying. These abilities can result in some huge damage. She also has Breathing Technique and Shifting Strike. Shifting Strike could put her away from her team, and it could be a bad thing sometimes. Okay, moving on to her vision card, Syldra. An Esper and vision card combo. It supports Sword Red Mage, Ninja Blade, Katana, and Staff Devout. The stats are HP 342, Attack 157, and Dex 30. The party abilities are Crit Rate up 30, Spirit up 12, and Slash Penetration of 35. This is a must-have if you run Reagan, Howlet, or Sephiroth. The bestowed abilities are Accuracy up 15 and AoE Resistance up 5. Great bestowed abilities as well. The global upgrade is Attack up for Faris. A very good upgrade, as she can deal more damage even if she is built more defensively. I have put some water units that are supported by this VC at the bottom here. The Esper is also a good one. Syldra is a wind element Esper. Don't worry, there will be a good water Esper for Faris. This Esper is very similar to Dark Tetra. The stats are 1254 HP, 112 attack, 17 agility, and 81 luck, which is one of the highest. The board has 21 accuracy, 8 earth resistance, 25 earth killer. 2 separate slash attack up 15s, and attack up 20%. I often put it on my physical DPS when I am preparing to go up against earth. The Esper that is actually made for Faris comes from an MR Vision card. The Sahagin Prince. It will be farmable in an upcoming raid event when Melnia drops. It supports Sword Red Mage, Spear, and Bow. Party abilities are Pierce Attack up 24, Crit Evade 12, and Accuracy 18. The bestowed abilities are Agility up 8% and AoE Resistance of 8. Some supported units are on the screen here as well. The Esper is top tier. All you need to know is, it has 21 total agility, the fastest Esper in the game, and 22 accuracy. The total of 21 agility is a combination of the Esper's stat and a board node. It really speeds up Faris without giving her 4 move. Be sure to max the card when it comes out. It also has 25% water attack up and acquired AP up. Both are also great for any physical based DPS. Next up, her equipments and espers. Her best weapon is her unique sword. The second slot, I like the survival vest the most. The Alex ring and bow tie are more for specific matchups. In her TMR slot, like usual, give her agility. If you have all her main job buffs turned on, the TMR buff will be her third AI priority. Her best esper is the Sahagin Prince. Besides that, Dark Bahamut, Syldra, and regular Odin will be great for her. Dark Odin is for her evasion build, which I will go over in the next section. As I stated earlier, Faris is a very versatile unit. So her Truststones are a bit more complicated. Luck set and Vital sets are both good for different builds. Even the Spirit set is good for her. The abilities I have with the equipment showing here are HP up and Luck up. Crit evade up and strike resistance up, then stop and confusion resistance up. Mix and match the abilities to fit your need. On the offensive side, aim, agility, and attack are all good depending on your team. I personally have her on the agility set the most. Aim and attack are used for specific builds. If I need Faris to deal more damage, then attack set. If evasion is everywhere, then luck and aim. Or even, HP and aim. Up next are sample teams. The first team I've prepared is my current favorite water team with Amethyst and Celis. Faris is on her Pugilist sub. She is on her main job support ability 1 for the 40 defense and slash penetrations. And Warrior Spirit for more HP and attack. On this team, Faris's job is to do damage, so I gave her HP and attack set Truststones. The Esper is Sahagin Prince for 21 agility and more damage. The role of Faris is a true bruiser on this team. She will go over to buff Amethyst on her first turn. Then Amethyst will cast Hour of Restoration on Faris for the auto HP restored during her first action. The vision cards on Faris are Dark Odin as main, and Interesting Destinies as sub for some luck and more slash pin. On Amethyst, she has a Vow to Meet Again as main for 15% agility and 10 missile resistance. That brings Faris's missile resistance to neutral. Guidance from the Stars as a sub for more magic damage, and most importantly casting time down. On Celis, she has the Leviathan for 20 AoE resistance and 20 pierce resistance for the group. And as always, Black Rose as a sub for more agility. Defense penetration for Faris is at 70 to start. 40 from her support ability, 20 from her sword, and 10 from Truststone set bonus. It can go over 100 when she uses one of her defense pin-up attacks. Slash pin is at 68, 18 from the sub VC, 10 from Truststone and 40 from her support ability. Her single target resistance is at 30, 15 from Survival Fest and 15 from Dark Odin. Now her AoE resistance. It varies depending on the percentage of her HP. The breakdown of her AoE resistance is on the lower left of the screen here. At the start of a battle when her HP is above 70%, she goes in with 60 AoE resistance. 10 from Mastery, 30 from her support ability, 20 from Leviathan. It will go up to 80 if she has Dragon Armor active. When her HP drops below 70%, her AoE resistance will go down. But not by a lot. 10 from Mastery, 15 from her sword, 20 from VC and another 20 from Dragon Armor. That puts it at 65. It is very important to make sure she gets her Dragon Armor buff online in every match. It is her second highest AI priority. Be sure to play around with the placement and agility so she won't run around to cast her group buff twice. The second team I have is the Accuracy team with Astrius and Dialdo. Faris is on her main support 1 and Flurry enhancement, along with Luck and Accuracy Truststones to maximize her hit rate. The vision cards on Faris are Faint Torchlight as main for 25 accuracy and 18 water attack up for the group. Syldra as sub for 8 more accuracy and 2 AoE resistance from the bestowed. Dark Odin as main on Astrius. And Tune Up Time as a sub for 13 physical man-eater, 7 accuracy and 6 single target resistance for the group. On Dialdo, she has the agility cards. Everyone on the team has at least 160 accuracy. Noticed I did not put an AoE resistance card for the party. This is all out evade hunting. You should be able to one-shot most fire evade teams. The third team is the water evasion team. Faris is actually a pretty good evade unit. In this setup, her luck is close to 550 and has over 90 evasion. Both Chinak and Farm has ignore sure hit at 140. The three of them together can catch people off guard. Faris is on both of her main job support abilities for more agility and 4 move. The Tomb Raider VC has luck and missile attack for the group. It will boost Farm's long range attacks as well. Don't sleep on this team. Faris still has very good AoE resistance and not easy to take down. Chinak and Farm have many multi-hits abilities. Be careful when you see this team. Next up are the 2 all-out attack builds. The one on the left is the triple water bruiser team with Perrine and Astrius. Faris is holding the Leviathan VC, she can use the vision ability as well. She is the semi-tank, drawing attacks, and staying close to her teammates to constantly heal the party with her sequential ability. The one of the right is with Amulet and Astrius for some magical damage. Syldra supports all 3 units here. So Faris can have over 100 slash and defense penetrations. The FF10 vision card can be replaced by either the faint torchlight or tune-up vision card. The last team is the Sword Red Mage team. This setup is exceptionally good against Strike even with Alaya. Faris has her support ability 1 and Holy Knight's protection for more defense and HP. In this setup, Reagan has 77 strike resistance without any equipment. Howlet is at 65 and it can be at 75 if I put Great Demon on him. Regular Bahamut only has 15 strike resistance, which is 10 less than Great Demon, but the upsides are Agility and Man-Eater. Faris has 35 strike resistance to start without any Esper and equipments. Her job here is to provide healing support for the Ice Boys. Howlet can give Reagan a one-time damage barrier and self-heal. Reagan is to start chains and remove courage from Alaya. Faris does not have a main agility vision card in this setup, so I gave her the highest agility TMR and agility set Truststone. I still don't have Dark Shiva, and JP still doesn't have the Moonlight VC for AoE resistance. I will have the ideal Red Mage team in the next slide. This is the ideal Sword Red Mage setup. A lot of the Sword Red Mage VC supports Katana as well. You can definitely put Faris with Sephiroth to serve as the tank. One of the Sword Red Mage card that works very well with Faris is the United Across Worlds. The Reagan's VC. It has elemental chain resistance for the party and AoE resistance from bestowed. Be sure to put it on your Sword Red Mage team if you are going up against mono-element teams. Now my final thoughts on Faris. She is a worthy 100 cost unit. Her high AoE resistance and versatility making her a unit that can fit into many types of teams. Both Water and Sword Red Mage has a lot of great vision cards and she can shine in whatever team you put her in. Her sequential healing ability can be the deciding factor of winning or losing. However, much like Winged Stern, she is a high difficulty unit to use. You really need to know what you want her to do and gear her properly for her to shine. The only offensive utility she brings is Dispel. She does not have Barrier Break, Remove Courage or Re-Raise. Her survivability depends on her high AoE resistance and sequential healing. And if she does not get her Dragon Armor buff off, it could be trouble for her. If you are deep into Sword Red Mage and Katana, I think you should pull for her. However, they are speeding up unit releases. And Wrath is very likely to come 1 week after Faris. You might want to hold on to your Viz until next week. Now let's see some sample matches with Faris. We will start off with something easy, a mono win team. I am running 2 DPS units plus Celis as the tank. Faris's first action, Captain's Protection. AoE buff, for 3 turns increases slash and strike resistances by 20. Also grants herself the Dispel effect on all her attacks for 3 turns. Fair's second action. Dragon Armor on herself. Grants her Protect and Shell for 3 turns. Also increase her accuracy by 30, AoE resistance 20, and AP consumption down 33% when Protect or Shell is active. That's her third buff, grants her slash attack up and agility up 25 for 3 turns. I have her TMR buff turned off, so this get casted. Now Faris LB. It lowers target CT by 50% and increase her own CT small after dealing large damage. Pay attention to the opponent's turn order. It also dispelled Glaciella's haste and all their buffs. My Faris just lapped them. That's Spirit Breaker from Pugilist. Okay, on to the next one with the Sword Red Mage team against Alaya Strike team. Faris's job here is to buff Reagan's strike resistance and provide support with her sequential abilities. Reagan has the bow tie for movement control so that he can haste and use courage. Howlet is on his cleric sub to give Reagan a one-time shield and deal magic damage. Faris' first turn, strike and slash resistance is up for Reagan and herself. Self-haste on Reagan's first turn. Courage on second turn. Dragon armor on Faris. She is ready to fight. Calamity Guard on Reagan from Howlet. Alaya's attack only did half of their HP, the Ice Boys tanked it very well. Howlet's counterattack absorbs damage and topped off his HP. Then Faris' sequential ability. Healing the group and Reagan's HP is almost back to full. After taking a hit from Snow, Reagan go for courage removal and took out Alaya. That's Pirate Raid. The sequential ability from this is increase attack, magic and reaction block rate for one teammate and herself. The AI chose Reagan. Then the Ice Boys chained down Perrine to finish. The Sword Red Mage team is a very good and fun team to run. The last match of the day is against the Meta Dark team. In this setup, Faris is here to do damage. I turn on Melissa's AoE magic barrier buff so she will cast it on Faris. Then the auto HP restore on her second turn. The goal is to try to keep Faris's HP above 70% at all times, so she can have maximum AoE resistance against the AoE heavy Dark team. That's the auto HP restore buff. Then Faris uses Dragon Armor and move forward. Staying grouped up is important for Faris to take full advantage of the sequential ability and high AoE resistance. That's Pirate Strike. Square-shaped AoE, plus dispel all opponents' buffs from her Captain's Protection ability. Then sequential group healing. Sephiroth goes for his LB. Did less than 1k to Faris. Celis absorbed Rafa's all-break attack. I don't know if they will move things around again. If not, Raf should come next week. And I am halfway done with her video. I think there is a chance that they will release Bronwell or Melnia after Raf, so that Jaden and Alnaya will remain as the 3.5-year anniversary celebration units. Now Faris goes for her LB. Reduce their CT by 50%, but Fina has the wizard rod so she won't get lapped. Re-raise is a problem if your team cannot remove it with abilities. Like and share this video if you find it informative. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.